So hey guys, my name is Prajwal and this video is all about how to use serial monitor with Arduino. Okay, so some of you might be familiar with what is a serial monitor, but if you are not, let me tell you, serial monitor is basically a simple interface, or let's say a simple tab that we can use to monitor the entire peripherals. Like we can read the processes that are currently going on or the data that is being transmitted by the peripherals, let's say sensors, right? So you can actually analyze all that data and see it on the screen, or you can actually print the data. You can do mathematical process on them, and yeah, we can do many things. So we'll begin with an example. So in this example, I'm gonna use a potentiometer. So here is a simple example of the potentiometer. So every potentiometer has three terminals, right? So first terminal is this 5 volt. Actually, this is a pin configuration what we are going to use regarding our project. So what you have to do is basically you have to connect this terminal to the 5 volt pin of the Arduino, and the other pin to the ground pin of the Arduino, and again this is the third one, which is isolated pin. You have to connect this pin to the A0, that is to analog terminal of the Arduino. And once you do that, you have to switch to the Arduino IDE, and here I have written a simple code, and some half part of this code is already you have seen in the previous example where I show you how to blink the LED, right? So what I have written over here is basically let me explain you what this code is going to do first. So what this code is going to do is basically we are going to read the potentiometer. Okay, we are going to use 5 volt as a reference voltage, and we are going to pass that voltage through the potentiometer. And again, those readings we are going to use analog read. So analog read will give me the values between 0 to 1023, right? So we are going to read those values 0 to from 0 to 1023, and according to those values, if my value, that is if the values that I'm receiving from the potentiometer is less than 500, then I don't want my LED to glow. And if the value is above 500, so my LED should glow, right? So it's a simple example. It will explain you how the serial monitor works, and again how to use it in your particular application, right? So we'll just hit the upload for this particular code. So hey guys, this is the assembly that I was talking about. So over here you can see this is our potentiometer. Now I'm using a 10K potentiometer, but you can use any potentiometer, that's not an issue. And like I told you before, these two are the pins that are connected to the 5 volt and ground pin of the Arduino, and this pin is connected to the A0, that is the brown one, and it is connected to the isolated pin of the potentiometer, right? So this is the program that we are using, and I have currently uploaded the program. So after uploading the program, just go to the serial monitor in the tool section. So you can see the values that are being printed. So these are the values that we are obtaining from the potentiometer, and these are from 0 to 123. So right now you can see that it is 443, right? And these values are being printed after every 0.5 second, because I have used a delay of 500 milliseconds, that is 0.5 seconds. And what I wrote in the program is that whenever the value is less than 500, so don't turn the LED on. So as you can see, the LED is currently turned off, and as soon as I'll let me check it. Oh, yeah. So as soon as I'll switch the value, right? So LED has turned on, and over here you can see the value is 534. So as soon as the value crossed 500, it turned on. And again, if I'll change the value, the LED has turned off, right? So whenever I'll increase the value, the LED will glow, and whenever I'll turn the value less, the LED will turn off. So this was a very simple example of how we can use the serial monitor in your particular application, right? So as you can see in the code that I have written serial.printin command to actually print the value. So what I have done over here is that I have used the analog read function to read the data from the A0 pin where our potentiometer is connected, and I have stored that value in a variable called pot. So, and I am printing the values that are stored in that variable pot using this command serial.printin. So, dot printin, sorry, actually that's println. So what this is doing is that using this ln, that is print, you can directly use the print serial.print into bracket pot. So this will also going this that will also work, but thing is that that will print the values simultaneously. That is one after one, one after one, one after one. So that will be a little bit messy. So instead of that, this println command will print the values on the next line. So that will be easy to read. So I have used the println, and I have given the delay of 500 milliseconds. So that is for our convenience to read the values. Otherwise, it will be too quick to analyze two readings. So this is the simple thing, and again after that I have used a simple if and else statement to actually execute our task, that is to turn the LED on or off regarding the values, depending on the values, right? So instead of that, what you can do is you can actually print the voltage readings that are uh, you are obtaining from that potentiometer. So what you can do is, after reading that data, that whatever your values that you are getting from 0 to 123, you can convert them into voltage reading, that is 0 to 5 volt, using some mathematical operation, and that value you can store in any variable. And here, instead of printing the pot, you can print the voltage variable, or you can name it as any variable you want, and you can print that. And it's not a compulsion that you can only print the values, you can also print some text or something. So you can use the simple syntax that you have used in the C language, that means double quotation mark, and in that two that is double quotation mark, you can write whatever you want, and that text will be printed. So yeah, this was a very simple example uh, of using the serial monitor, and to give you the idea about what a serial monitor can do. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't checked my other videos yet, please go watch them.